Hey YouTube, Hester781. So, this is my latest purchase. I don't even want to tell you what I paid for it because you guys will kill me in the comments. But I got a hell of a deal. Actually, I'll tell you at the end of the video. Make you stick around. Got a hell of a deal on this Husqvarna MZT 52. Obviously, has a zero turn. Guys are saying it's commercial, and I kind of believe them. I mean, it's a real solid deck. You know, obviously big tires in the rear, twin cylinder, 28 horse Briggs. It's in good shape. It's only got like, I think 250 something hours on it. And it's been not so taken care of in its life. This bar also, I just noticed this bar is mounted backwards. It folds forward right now when it's supposed to fold backward. So I'm gonna have to switch that around. And yeah, so I just kind of want to go over it. First, I have the pressure washer out, which is why I'm out here. So I wanted to give you the before pictures of all the scuds and its, you know, form of when I found it. That way the after will be, you know, a lot more nice. So let me turn you on once I get this thing cleaned. And after, it actually cleaned up pretty well. There's a little bit of surface rust on the deck, not a whole ton to speak of. Down here cleaned up pretty good. Everything's looking pretty clean. Engine, these always clean up nice. You can tell there's not a lot of hours on this thing. So a couple things I've noticed. Number one, it's missing basically every scalp wheel. There's supposed to be one there. The one up here is broken. The one here is gone. So don't know if he took them off or what, but even the bolts are gone. What else? This bracket is bent. I don't know if he pushed into something with this side cover, but it's supposed to look like that one, so that'll be easy enough to straighten out. Pulleys all look good. I have to feel this one just because it's sort of sitting kind of cockeyed, but that's also the tensioner, so that may be fine. He said he just had this thing gone through, so I'm not expecting many surprises. Let's get you in the shop, or get into it and see what we find. So the first thing on my really need to fix list on this zero turn are these pistons that I told you about right there, and there's one on this side. And the reason is, when I was trying to operate this thing, there's no resistance on these levers. And where that becomes important are places like this. I don't know if you can see, but there's like a little gully right there. And when I first tried to mow, I came down this hill, I was going slow. As soon as I hit that little bump, I hit the lever, and you guys have seen the YouTube videos. I had the front end of that thing almost 2 feet off the ground before I panicked. Finally I let go of the levers, came to a stop. I bruised the hell out of my foot because I had it underneath the deck height foot, this thing right here, because I was trying to hold on. Yeah, that was not fun. So that's first on the list. What it is very simple. Couple of 1/2 inch head nuts and bolts. Unbolt them, swap them out. All right, so I got one side out. I don't know if this is the worst of the two sides, but as you can see, this thing it's got some left to it, but it should not be that easy. I mean, when I'm pushing this in, I can just see that one finger barely gets this thing. And here's the new one, and these are factory. I did not want to cheap out on these after that experience. I'm pushing, and it's going, but ow, it's really, you can just tell there's a lot more resistance in there. And it's sort of like the fork on the front of a motorcycle. It's displacing oil at a slow rate. So it's not meant to hold one way or another like a gas shock. It's just as you're pushing, oil's pushing out of this chamber and back into the inside chamber, which just gives you this nice dampening effect, as opposed to, you know, this thing, you give it a push and you're just down. This one, nice and easy. So I'm really hoping this is going to make a nice big improvement for us. All right, and with just one side in, I'm already seeing a hell of a difference. This is actually giving me resistance when I'm pulling and pushing, as opposed to this is still the old one. It just, there's nothing. So, confidence is increasing. All right, left and right are both in. I do not have a GoPro, and I really don't want to drive this thing one-handed. So I'm going to take it for a quick little spin around the yard and let you know how it worked. What an absolute night and day difference operating this thing. I was skeptical. I knew those parts were bad, but I was 100% skeptical that that was actually going to fix the problem. I swear to God. I actually had the seatbelt buckled. That's how chicken I was. I tell you, unless you've had that happen to you, where this thing bucks like a Bronco, there is no weight up here. All of the weight is not only back here, but then you got my ass sitting on it, and this thing just wants to tip. So, what a sigh of relief. All right, next, I think I want to try to straighten out that bent bracket. I don't know how much of that you guys are going to be able to see, but I'll see if I can turn you on. And that's about as good as I can get you. If anybody's watching that makes videos or works with videography in general, can you recommend a good, like, small, I don't know if they make magnetic, phone holder, camera holder, something like a mini handheld tripod of some sort? I mean, I've tried a couple different ones, and they all were terrible quality. They fell apart. They wouldn't hold their position. I mean, it'd be nice if I can, like, set you guys up right close, and you can actually see what I'm doing when it's hard to get a camera in there. But, yeah, so if any of you guys work with that stuff, please drop it in the comments. I much appreciate it. So 2 bolts on the frame, 1 bolt. Ooh, now I got some room. Wow, that doesn't want to move. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't know what he hit, but obviously it wasn't bad enough to break the gas tank or dent or scratch it, but it's a pretty bad bend. Should be able to get it out no problem though. And there's our prize. So that is supposed to go like that. That is supposed to go like that. And that is supposed to go like that. So it's doable. Absolutely. Not hard. Just impressive, more or less, what he hit. All right. Let's see what we can do. And after a little working on the vise, we're getting there. I'm going to give that a couple whacks on the anvil. And I can probably get that a little bit better. It's so tough when it's close to the edge, but we'll try. All right, I think we're going to call that good enough. That's more than what I was expecting. Nice and flat, way better than it was. And for those of you who are curious, when I said anvil, I was not talking about this. You really shouldn't be beating and wailing on that. That's more for like precision stuff. What I use is this right here. Big, solid, I don't know, what's that, 2-inch? This was actually, I found it when someone was scrapping. I was doing a scrap run and that was in his bin. So I brought it home and it has been a great surface for heating and beating. All right, moving on. And that's looking much better. Like I said, there's just that 1/2 inch there. 1/2 inch nut with a spring bolt. Neither of those two move. Sorry, but the stud in here is still, and that is a tapped hole. And then just the 2 halves right there. Now she matches the other side. And it's not this. Before this was like wedged, and you couldn't really get to it. That I guess that doesn't need to be tight. That's not holding anything important. So the question on everyone's minds: what did I pay for it? Well, it's a 2-part answer, of course. So this came up on Marketplace with this and this. The big boy, dual rear wheel leaf back. Just to give you an idea of the size compared to mine. It was a package deal. $1,500 for both. The catch was, and I'll put a picture here for those of you who don't believe me. The catch was I had to wait 2 months and pick it up on a very specific date because he was moving and he needed to use it for his property all the way up to that date. And at first I thought it was a scam, but the guy was a really nice guy, and he's like, yeah, people keep saying I'm trying to scam them. He's like, I don't even want you to pay me until you get here. Like, no deposits, no nothing. So I was skeptical until the day I picked it up. I'm going to be honest with you guys, but here it is. And yeah, no issues so far. And it's a good thing too, because here in Massachusetts, the leaves have already started saying, pick me up. So what do you guys think? Get a good deal? Or, I mean, I think I did. It's missing the shield. There's a shield that goes over here, and there's a little skid plate underneath. So I got to pick that up. And like I said, I got to switch this bar around, but I've run it a couple times, no issues. And you know, he was using it all the way up till the day he got rid of it. So let me know in the comments what you think. So what else we got? I think that's it. I do want to do a service to it. I think I might do that in another video though. This was mainly just to address anybody having that issue. I couldn't find anything online, because that's the first thing I do is I'll look up if anyone else is experiencing these problems. But all right guys, that wraps it up for this one. I want to thank you all again for liking, commenting, subscribing, and we'll catch you on the next one on this thing. Bye.